Esports, and he's not bringing the hogs here, Itsu. He's bringing the Lalo.
He is bringing the Lalo indeed with a bad donut to start things off. No skeleton spell to take down that clan cast, but wait a second, is the Inferno Tower go? Yes, the Inferno Tower is going down, and this means 2 Inferno Towers, 2 multi-Inferno Towers are down. And now, what is next? That's right, the Town Hall is next on the menu.
Yeah, and notice, he didn't want to take out the CC. A Skelly donut, or a bat donut, I should say, not looking out to take out the clan castle. He's removed Inferno Towers. The blimp has secured the Town Hall, as he's got a poison spell to help these heroes push their way in to take out that clan castle. Well, let's see, the Ice Golem needs to protect this queen. The Eagle Artillery has now activated and locked on his king.
Yeah, the queen pushing it out in there with that Ice Golem and the Electro Titan in front. The skeleton traps are not doing anything because of the Titan. And now we have again one of those Archer clan castle. The Hound is being a really nice troop as long as the Titan is staying alive, because that's always important. Otherwise the Hound is being quite annoying, but the Titans stayed alive long enough and those pops are just gone.
And now that Royal Champ can continue to make our way up to the Eagle. The Lalo with that Warden ability, protecting everything straight over the Royal Champion. She's going down. The defensive rage goes up, but he freezes the scatter shot. As he's going through it, he's still got the RC ability to skip up and around, but the Seagull Artillery has locked onto a clump of these balloons. Red air bombs, they are going down, but the Royal Champ can continue her way around with her ability, and it's looking good here for Cynthia to take down Klaus's base.
Cynthia cannot miss. It does not matter if he's playing Hogs or playing Lalo. He is just going to demolish those bases. Incredible attack. Seeing the weakness of those 2 multi-Inferno Towers being too close to each other. And that bat bomb was just perfectly executed. And this gives MS Esports for now the lead, depending on what Navi does next.
Brilliant way to start it off. Cynthia getting a perfect 3-star there. Taking out both multis. Says, you know, I don't need to take out the clan castle. I can go the other way. Grab the valuable defenses that are next to each other. And he does a fantastic job. Secures not only the multis, the Town Hall nice and early in the beginning, and then the hero push to go through and allow it to the opposite side. Really just dissected the base one by one, getting a 3-star. And it was even more impressive that this was the very first attack of the match. Right? An attack like this, a lot of times players will take their time, really plan it out, but no, Cynthia saw it right away, claimed it, called it, and he went in, and he was a perfect attack there.
Yeah, it was an incredible strong attack, and now it's to Navi. Well, they have to show up and get their 3-star in. I mean, yes, they have their golden ticket already, but still, there's overall $50,000 of prize pool on the line in this qualifier in this tournament. So you want to really finish as high as possible to get some prize money, and Navi is going to try exactly that and give maybe MS Esports their first loss in this Swiss stage.
Yeah, will they get their first loss? One of them will. They're trying to go to 1-0 here, or 2-0, because they're already currently 1-0, I should say. But Navi is next up, and it is Stars, and he's bringing his Lalo. It's a Zap Lalo with the 6 lightning spells. What does he want to grab? Well, we have Expo. A Monolith can't take out the Scatter Shot. Now that you have an upgraded Max Scatter, it takes 7. So that's a lot of lightning spells. In order to remove that, you need to really get the value. You could take out a defensive queen if you had 7, but he's deciding to go for the multi-target Inferno and the Expo to the left side, just next to the Eagle Artillery.
And now it's all about this hero dive. The lock launch is already in, opening the walls and damaging that multi-Inferno tower and the Expo. King is taking that Expo, the giant on the right side, taking the Archer Tower, and the Queen now is slowly making her way all the way towards that scatter shot. So if he's getting out of this, the entire bottom side of this base is just gone.
Yeah, with that eagle going down. Queen's making her way left. Ooh, that log launcher securing that valley. The multi going down as well, but not able to push his way into the monolith, which would have been a very crazy valley if he was able to push all the way into there. But the super minis are hitting his yetis. He needs his queen to eventually grab the super minis as they come back around to his heroes.
And the Ice Golem now is perfect in front of that Queen. Queen ability now just to make sure that she's staying as healthy as possible. And the Unicorn staying alive as well. The Ice Golem getting Spring Trapped away. But that's already where he starts with his Lado. Trying to keep that Queen alive for as long as possible. Freezing the Rage Tower to make sure the damage of the Multi-Inferno Tower and of the Expo is limited. And now the Rage on top of that Town Hall to get those dunes into it as quickly as possible.
And he uses that Warden ability to protect that Lava Hound, which flies all the way across, tanking some damage so it can protect the balloons flying into the defensive Queen next to that scatter shot, providing the distractions. Perfect execution of this Lalo so far. Now he takes out the defensive Queen, does find a couple of spring traps, but his Raw Champion is making her way over to the right side as well as he passed all these balloons now in towards this monolith with this RC ability. That Lava Hound is still up. It's up basically full health. If it gets locked onto and goes down, he has the Lava Pups for cleanup, but he doesn't even need it. As Stars crushes Amu Allen's base right here. Brilliant job. And there's where the tornado trap is. So he was able to dodge the tornado and just beautifully fly the Lalo right around. What an attack.
It's just so crazy how easy those pros make Lalo look like. It is incredible.
Yeah.
Really, really clean attack from Stars right there. And this means it's all back tied up. 3-3 for both of those teams. Now back to MS Esports to get their lead and make sure they're getting their next 3-star in.
Absolutely. This is the pressure match. They're just going to be going back and forth. And which one of these players is going to make that small mistake? All it takes is dropping a hero or a troop or something, one tile to the left or right, and causing them to go the wrong way. Or you drop a recall spell and you one tile and you miss your queen. It's not like it happened in a match we saw, but it can. Things happen and it hurts. You don't want to see it, but it's all it takes for a match to mess up and not able to win. And to advance to 2-0 is going to be huge momentum to try to get to 3-0 here today, which means you don't have to play tomorrow at all and you just relax for next weekend. So some beautiful Lalo attacks to come that we saw. I'm assuming we're going to see more Lalo as well, maybe some more Queen Charge Lalos. But we love to see the Hogs too. With Super Bowlers, like you mentioned, maybe Gaku might bring that. But these players, part of these teams, can bring any attack strategy in the game. So really nothing is off the table as Arium is bringing the Mass Inferno Dragons straight on in, flying all the way across this town hall.
And again, we see an early warning ability without a blimp getting invested. They're just scared of facing a tornado trap inside the middle of the base. So really trying to delay the blimp. But this now means there is no chance of Black Mines getting triggered early. Can the blimp fly all the way across? Another freeze is invested to keep that Rage Tower in charge. There's the tornado trap. Can you get the Town Hall down? There's some loons and the Town Hall should go down.
Well, that sweeper actually pushed the balloons out of the tornado trap, so they just hovered straight over that town hall. The sweeper was actually perfect. So now his Inferno Dragons are still going. They're getting all this value across the space. His heroes are making their way to the left, and the defensive clan castle has gone down as well, which is clutch. So he doesn't have to deal with it with his heroes. He's taking a poison spell just in case. But he probably won't even need that. He could use it on skeletons that maybe pop up to distract his heroes. There's the poison on the king, making his way through into the monolith, but this is looking fantastic here for Arium.
Yeah, it is looking incredible. Invisibility for the Royal Champion still left. It says the Royal Champion and the Queen ability left. At this point, the Expo, which is the biggest threat to heroes, is already getting taken care of. Beautiful attack by Arium and MS Esports are getting their next 3-star in yet again and keep pressuring Navi. well, this base of Gaku had no chance whatsoever. Remember though, like Navi had a 10-star defense just the match before, and it seems like so far their bases are not holding versus MS Esports at least.
Yeah, MS Esports, definitely one of the best teams in the world. Last year, like you mentioned, they finished, what, third, right? Is just so difficult to stop a team like that. Doesn't matter what town hall they are, they're still going to be bringing in the 3 stars, and they discover the metas. And we watch these teams perform, and we're the ones that learn what works. Right, we're the ones that learn, okay, this is the strategy that's working at 10-15, and we will continue to be paying attention to what they are bringing to Clash, because they are so good at this game.
Yeah, it is really, really scary how, especially like how easy they overall make Town Hall 15 look like, because I think everyone out there who is playing Town Hall 15 knows how hard this still is, even though we just had like the offensive buff update. But for I think most of the clashes, it didn't really change that much, but for the pros, it did. It is now a little bit easier, it seems, but overall, still, getting those 13 stars is like the threshold, I feel like, for a lot of those top teams.
Absolutely. You got to be putting up the stars. 13 is kind of, like you mentioned, threshold where you got to be at. If you're getting below that, you're at risk of losing the matches. You're above that, you're definitely a higher probability of winning, but it's not guaranteed. The other team can still be putting up similar star counts to you at this stage of the competition, because these teams are all very good. As the next match, or the next attack, is Gaku, and we bring in the Lalo still. So the Queen charged Lalo is now up on the cards here. The Queen is going to look to charge in towards this Eagle artillery, as this King, if he's funneling properly, can try to get this King in towards the multi-target Inferno to help secure that value.
That would be a lot of value. The Clan Castle is out of range for that. It looks so far really good that the King might get it, but at the same time, the Expo has to go down as well. That would be incredible for his Queen to really get this damage off her, because in the Rage Tower, those Expos are hitting hard, and you want to get them out of that base. With the Queen now slowly making her way in, and no wall breaks, he's relying on this Queen to take this small opening and go into that multi-inferno tower. Otherwise, that might be problematic.
Yeah, that Queen does pull some tassels, ground skeletons as well. He does not have any wall breakers, so he's going to rely on maybe using an invis to help reroute the Queen somewhere. She goes left. Will she continue left, or oh, she does. Okay, so she's continuing left, pulls double seeking air mines here on these healers. And here comes the Lalo trying to go from the top side into the scatter, and we'll have to eventually deal with this Clan Castle.
Okay, so he has to adapt his plan, because this Queen pathing was for sure not the plan. Queen ability right away to somehow get this monolith off his Queen. Some Edimites are actually jumping into the monolith, but that's not going to be too much, and the monolith is staying alive for now. And now we have a lot of loons coming in, but take a look at the Warden leading the charge, but oh no, Carbon, there's a lot of red mines.
Wow. Oh my. He does take out the monolith. The Queen's walking her way around, but she can't reach the multi from in here, as he hastes into the backside multi with that haste spell, freezing it up, moving his way around into the Wizard Tower. The Queen's still trying to make her way through, and now he sends the Raw Champion on an angle to the multi-target Inferno, and his Queen is helping take out the enemy Queen. Does he have enough? He's got a Rage and Invis, rages up the RC, and Gaku still may be able to get this one done.
How did he save this? How is he about to save this attack? This is just incredible. This is just so crazy, seeing those top players somehow saving an attack which looks like a guaranteed 2-star attack. I think those attacks are sometimes even more impressive where everything goes to plan, because I feel like when everything goes to plan, sometimes it looks a bit too easy, if that makes sense. But those attacks were the entire biggest group of losers getting wiped by rand bombs, and you're still just like easily 3-star base. It is really impressive, and Gaku is making things look really easy with this save.
And the thing to take note of that attack was he didn't send all the balloons in at the beginning. He still had 13 balloons to use at the end when the Warden still came in with the balloons to the top side. So that Warden ability protected the early set of balloons, protected the blimp so he could take out the top compartment, the top side of the base, and for the blimp to take out the town hall so that he can then lollo without a Warden towards the right side into the backside multi, and that RC helped clutch up the left side multi. So Gaku was able to react on the fly, and this is why pushing in Legends League can really help, because if you get the experience against bases like this or others where your attack does not go according to plan, you're able to practice and adjust, because many times plans don't go according to plan and then they fall short and you have to adjust, and these players do it such a fantastic job, able to get it, as now Kingsman is coming in. What? Itsu, 40 Super Barbarians. Normally we'd maybe see 20, 25 at the most, but 40? What is going on here? No healers.
I mean, he's relying on this Super Archer Blimp to get a lot of value, it seems like. So let's see if he's getting out of that. First off, there's a lot of skeletons, which is really bad for Super Archers because they're not having the same splash as like Super Wizards. So that is distracting them for quite some time. Take a look at that, on how limited he is and how much damage he deals to the tower, because he has only one last invisibility, and if that tower is not going down, this attack is looking really painful. He has to freeze now. Is he getting the town hall? Yes, but that is one more spell which had to be invested. And now it's all about the 40 Super Barbarians.
I think he wanted, since he came at that angle, he definitely could. Well, no, he's an Electro Titan. Never mind. I was thinking he might have wanted to have the Super Archer skip through the Town Hall to help take out the Clan Castle. That would have been kind of like a nice bonus, but the Electro Titan's there, can help deal with the CC no matter what, so that's okay. As his heroes, basically now it's going to come down to what his Warden, Queen, and King can do together to run around this whole base. But he's still, I guess he hasn't dropped the King. Finally, now the King comes down, as it's going to be one Super Barbarian at a time to help his heroes get all this value.
Yeah, and I really like that he's not using the Apprentice Ward. I just think that is like the worst meme troop ever, but let's see if he can make it work with this one. He has the Warden ability covering those. Wait a second, this one, which I found in the middle, is not inside the rage, isn't it?
Oh no, it's not. It's not glowing from the rage spell, so it's not getting buffed up there. As the RC is going for that, taking out as he does freeze up the Eagle Artillery, as he's slowly just making his way around with Super Barbarians after Super Barbarians here at 2.
Yeah, it just looked crazy that like a troop like a Super Barbarian is somehow able to get even close to maybe being able to 3-star maxed out down on 15. It is crazy. But what is crazy as well is that monolith, because that is just keep shooting at those troops. He has 2 more Super Barbarians coming in with them at the bottom side. He's just trying to swarm the entire base. But if there's now 1 or 2 giant bombs, that's going to be a big problem then for his Barbarians, especially now with the Queen going down.
The King will come back alive. That is clutch. So as long as he can try to ignore this King, he won't have to deal with him. Come on, King. Oh, he doesn't go to the King. He does find a tornado trap. He's trying to make his way in. You got to go to the Clan Castle. He's taking out the storage. He's moving his way in. 14 seconds. A race against the clock. He passed. Oh, he's okay. They split. They're going to the monolith. That's going down. He's working on the Clan Castle, and Kingsman gets it done for a 3-star answer. What?
I mean, that split, are you kidding? It's just the perfect split, the perfect amount of Super Barbarians going for the monolith, the perfect amount of like King and Super Barbarians are going for the Clan Castle. That was a nail biter with this finish. But hey, 40 Super Barbarians getting the job done. It's still, in my opinion, the best combination with like a Super Archer Blimp, which might be surprising because, I mean, Lalo normally is always the #1, but I feel like with all of those rage towers, multi-inferno towers, if you have no spell support whatsoever to a Lalo attack and you have to face, I don't know, ranged up multi-inferno towers, you're going to have a rough time. And I feel like those Super Barbarians are just working better without any spell support whatsoever, and he really nicely showcased that right there. And it's now back to Navi, and they're in already with Bernal doing one of his queen charges with the regular Hog Riders and regular Wizards.
Yeah. You know, where's his regular wall breakers? Like, come on now. Like, well, we want to see remember the old school Bernal with those crazy wall breaks, but you know, those super wall breakers are just so valuable. So obviously you want to bring those. As Bernal wants to charge straight in towards the scatter shot, raging this queen up. Gonna look on taking out this Air Expo. Then the next thing that I want to focus on, where is the clan castle? It's over by the Eagle Artillery. Far enough away, but this queen, if he could path this queen towards that town hall, he can get some nice value, and especially needs to lure out that CC to take it down with this queen, as he drops some skeleton spells to provide that distraction onto the monolith so the queen can stay protected.
Yeah, it's a completely different charge than what we normally see, because he is running the jump spell to get that queen towards that town hall. There's the rage, the clan castle is coming out, there's the poison. The king and the titan are trying to clear out the bottom side, but Barbara, wait a second, that monolith is staying alive, so maybe one or two Hog Riders could help. For now, he's just tanking everything with just using the rage, and now has to invest the freeze.
That rage spell did really nice. It was so valuable there. Not having to use any extra spells for that queen and protector. So that jump gives now him access to that town hall, as he can pop the War Internal Tome under the rage. Beautiful job. Protects not only the hogs, the RC, the battle drill, but also the headhunters that are running over to the enemy royal champion trying to take her down.
Nice freeze versus the raged up multi-inferno tower. The queen slowly making her way further through that town hall compartment, but the raged up warden, take a look at that. As soon as the raged up warden is going to hit that queen, she's going to go down within seconds. For now, turning her invisible, that's really important. But raged up wardens, I have learned that the hard way, okay? That defense is hitting really hard.
Oh, it is, but these hogs are disappearing. He does have that battle drill. Now these healers need to try to heal up the warden. He goes down. We've got the battle drill now stunning the ground expo. This battle drill may be all he needs to help continue to push around. The one balloon has to be used as cleanup at this point. He's realizing as it's going to the air defense, taking that down. It's about to open from a shot from the king. Yetis come out of here. Or no, was that a Yeti? No, it's just, okay, it's Super Hogs. That was the logo of the CC there. As they are taking that out, now they turn around to start the cleanup. 24 seconds. Does he have enough time? He's running through. That Hog Rider is going through. Remember, when you kill one of these Super Hogs, they're going to split, but he needs to take out the army camp at the top side. This king might just be the best defense, slowing him down.
Oh no, wow. The king holding him back.
If he...
And maybe, just maybe, Corbin, this would have 3-starred with Party Wizards.
That was what I was going to say. If he brought Party Wizards, would it have 3-starred in this match here? Not bringing the Party Wizards, bringing the regular Wizards. Would that have been faster cleanup to get those buildings down? Granted, the Wizards had to run a little bit of ways, but it could have. You never know. Definitely, if you have to choose between Party Wizards and regular Wizards, pick the Party Wizards. They do more damage, right? They could take things down faster, especially when you come in with a hog attack. So this attack right here for Bernal may be all the difference in a match that is against a team like MS Esports.
Yep, that's right, because MS Esports so far yet to get their first 2-star, only 3 stars so far. Incredible performance from them, and now it is back to them again. And if they're 3-star yet again, this match is looking incredibly good for them, but they have to do it 1, maybe 2 more times, depending on the next attacks of Navi. So I think at this point we have I'm Your Lin attack with left with an attack, and I think Tryhard. I think those two are the attackers for MS Esports left. And I'm Your Lin is in next with a Lalo attack with a recall without any queen charges. So let's see what he is up to.
Yeah, that queen gonna recall right away, taking out that defensive queen. Earthquake, Lightning take out the defensive Rage and the multi-target Inferno with a nice golem coming off to the right. There's the recalled queen as he wants to path this king into the town hall. Maybe take out, I was going to say, gotta maybe take out that Archer Tower so they can help with that funnel for the king to help grab that value. As a wall break does come around, but what is this queen going to get at the end of the day, as we do have a defensive king trying to protect this town hall, but a headhunter and his king will make easy work of that.
Yeah, that king, and especially the headhunter, is doing an incredible job so far. We have the royal champion trying to support that queen, pushing into that scatter compartment. But wait a second, the queen is not going where she is expected to go, I think. Now she's coming back, but she's supposed to help that poor little royal champion. And that royal champion is going to struggle now versus that scatter shot.
He makes her invisible. Okay, that queen's going to go down here to the multi. The RC goes down as well, but he grabs some of this value. The sweeper is still up, pointing to the bottom side. Monolith behind the town hall, as now he comes in with the warden balloons with the hound, and then he can pop the warden ability as he tries to fly his way. Actually, no, there is one more air defense to the left, so the hound would fly over there as he's really trying to path his way into this eagle. Poisons up the super minions, as he does still have the stone slammer to use, but these balloons are getting picked off really quickly.
Yeah, going against the sweeper and going against 3 raged multi-FMO tower is never a nice thing to have. The stamina from the top side has to save this, but I mean, there's still one more hound for the back end, but is that hound maybe coming too late? Because we have those 2 multi-FMO towers in the back end. If there's now any rat bombs whatsoever around that area, he might have a really big problem. Defensive clan castle is getting lured away. He has one more loot to play. That
the hound is there.
Hound might be a save.
Yeah, hound pulls red air bombs. That is clutch for the balloons to move their way in. That Dragon Rider can be really secured to move all the way around, but the question is, he doesn't have any real cleanup to the bottom side, unfortunately, as this Dragon Rider is going to be getting hit by that Grand Warden on the defensive side. The Dragon Rider goes in, it's going down, and it's going to be a defense here for Bernal. Bernal was not able to get it for Navi, but his defense also was strong. So it's going to be now a 2-star for MS Esports as well. But Navi will need to look to 3-star on their side to try to bring it back tied on stars, as it's now 11 for MS Esports here into this match, and it can go either way.
Yeah, but the 2-star on the Navi side was on the higher percentage level, so that is really good for them. So if they're 3-star now, they would take the lead. So it's all coming down, for now at least, for the next attack, if they can take the lead, or if they're going to fall behind further, based on stars and percentage, because the percentage, you can see it right below me, that at the moment we have the Navi lead. If they can add another 20% to that number right there, because 20% equals the 100% overall inside one attack itself. So, well, we have still quite a few attackers left, but it is Kazuma going in next, and he is going in with, yes, I love it. We see the recall smash attack. Let's just go. I love this strategy so much. Let's see what Kazuma can do with it.
So what about this strategy makes you love it so much, Itsu? What about it?
I mean, overall, I'm always a huge Queen Charge fan, but I feel like with this strategy, you're kind of replacing the Lightnings and instead investing then more into your Queen, and invested the same amount of spells, but because you're not using the Warden, well, the Queen is just faster. And this means it's less likely that you're time failing a lot of times. And that's kind of the combination, which I think is really, really cool. And it's really creative as well, which I always love, especially if those pros are doing it. So let's see how much you can get. At the same time, you can even save one of those healers, because you cannot recall every single one of them, and just do it with the Warden on the opposite side to funnel even better. So really nice idea right here, taking down the spell tower. And now at some point, he's going to just recall the Queen and having his smash attack going.
There you go. There's the recalled Queen. The Warden is down. He's getting his value off to the right side. And that is a really good point. The Queen obviously is a lot faster than the Warden, but if the Queen goes the wrong way, it can be devastating. But that's where the recall spell can help bring her back on target, as now he's going to path them up to the top side, going in towards this Eagle Artillery, and has not placed this King. So we're going to see a couple balloons still trying to come in, and super minions are now coming out of that flame flingers. He's continuing this push all the way through to try to get to that town hall.
Yes, but it seems like that his queen is going the wrong way, and she's even dying in her ability. He tried to protect her with the ward. Wait, he actually did protect her with the ward ability. She would have went down otherwise due to the eagle shots. But now everything's relying on those Titans to get the town hall. He has a double jump, which is I'm not sure where the second jump was supposed to go. Maybe that's the wrong spell. I'm not sure. Where do you think he would use the second jump?
Yeah, that is a really good point here. I don't know. At this point, it's not going to be a value because these are open walls towards this bottom side. So at this point, he maybe used the jump for the raw champ. That could help, right? Right? It's well, I mean, it's not going to really do much. Well, there it is, down to the bottom side. Pops that king ability. I guess he can take the jump into the builder hut, but the RC is going to follow with this king.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what the plan was for that. I just don't think that Chasmac would take a wrong spell. I just would love to know what the idea was of the second jump. But, I mean, Carbon is getting really close. 30 seconds? Is he even getting this?
It's all going to come down to the cleanup. He's got these sneaky goblins. The RC ability is going to have to go off. He's trying to wait as long as possible until this exists. If this expo, okay, now we can. If this air defense could go down, every single building. Oh, Noah skips through the air defense, which means he's got to run to that cannon. The sneaky goblins are running through. 7 seconds. It's got to be low health. She's got a one shot. No. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 98%. So they're going to be down by a star going into the final attack here. So close.
Ooh, that was close. I mean, I thought this is just over. I mean, I thought, okay, this is pretty much GG after all of those Titans went down. And I was wondering what the second jump set was for. And in the end, it worked out pretty good, I guess, for the king. But overall, it's a high percentage, not a 3-star for this one. And this means now, if MS Esports are going to a 3-star, their last attack, they're going to guaranteed win. If it's anything beside a 3-star, well, then Navi still has a chance and getting this win.
Ooh. And try hard. It's all down to him with the mass Inferno Dragons. 10 of them. It's, well, actually, I wouldn't say mass Inferno Dragon. It's a Queen Charge Inferno Dragons. Zap Queen Charge Inferno Dragons. The strategy keeps changing as I'm learning more about the tech, seeing everything as the giant is down to tanking for this flame flinger, trying to go in for this air defense. Really needs to provide that distraction for that mortar that is down there. But this queen is off to the right side, not going to recall her back, so wherever she goes is where she goes. It depends on what he wants to use the lightning spells for to help either protect the queen or help set the funnel for the Inferno Dragons.
I mean, is it for Expo and Multi-Inferno Tower maybe? I mean, it has to be for one of the Expos, just based on he's using 6 lightnings. So maybe that's what he's going. Let's just see. I mean, at this point, we can just guess what he's going to try. But at this point, the queen is looking really healthy, not looking in danger too much. While the king is doing an incredible job of getting that scatter out of the way. And this queen just so far is looking really good. If she can survive, yes, she can.
Our ability was forced here due to the rock balloons and super minions. Pathing his way in towards grabbing the eagle, which is down. Now he's going to range his queen up to continue her charge to the multi. And now the lightning could come on the monolith. Okay, activates the town hall. No, takes on the to the left side, and he's going to send the Inferno Dragon straight into the monolith here, as the Flame Flinger was getting some really nice value to the bottom compartment.
Yeah, the Inferno Dragons now, though, they have to get that Town Hall. I mean, the pathing looks really good, but the Town Hall is now raged up, and there's 3 freezes left, which he has to use to make sure that this Inferno Tower is not going to erode his entire army. The Warn ability is still there, but there is no Queen ability left. Can she stay alive at the same time as this Town Hall is going down?
But he's got the freezes, he's got the invis, the Royal Champion is helping. Town Hall goes down, Rocket Loon's coming out of that Flame Flinger, the ability goes off, and this is looking good as he can make the RC invisible through a double Giant Bomb. He can freeze up the enemy queen as he makes his way around. There you go, and try hard for MS Esports is putting the 3-star on the board, taking down Stars' base. And what a performance here from MS Esports, putting up 14 stars up against a team like Navi.
Yeah, and especially the way and how they did that. That last attack was incredible. Maybe, I mean, just the control over his queen. This queen charge looked incredible, the value he has gotten.
Yeah.
And then the funnel, like, he had so many moving pieces. The lock launcher in the beginning, the flame finger, sorry, in the beginning, taking down the bottom side, which then leads towards funneling his king. Then the queen is pushing from the top side, the king funnel, like everything working together so perfectly was beautiful to watch, and a really, really great 3-star to finish off for MS Esports. And as we have said, the 3-star, they win this match, and yes, indeed, they are going to win this match no matter what Navi is going to do with their last attack. And I think Klaus is going to be the last attacker for Navi, but let's see what he can do in this one, because this tournament is not over for them, even if they have the one loss. Every single team can lose twice and are still staying in this tournament. Third loss and you're out, third win and you're going to be in the next weekend.
Yeah. That's the magic number 3 is where you have to focus on, but Klaus is focusing on going for the 3 stars here just to try to put up a triple and get to 13. It's kind of a morale booster going into the next stage of the Swiss stage, as he's bringing in the Skelly Bat Donut, removing the clan castle, the monolith here in the core. But does the CC not go? Okay, it does. Just able to go down here, as the blimp's going to go into the multi and then come in with a mix of hogs and super hogs in this attack.
Yeah, even having an incredible big hero dive, that would be my guess, just based on the mini warden and that golem any second to take down that town hall. I think that's the goal for him, taking down the town hall. But I mean, there's a lot of defense in front of that. Let's see how he's going to make that work.
There is a lot of defenses, and the defensive rage may just come back as he's making the approach in, as this king can help path his way into the tunnel if the queen comes in to help set that funnel for him. And there she is. King should loop his way now in towards the town hall, as the queen can make her way towards the eagle artillery.
Yeah, the golem for now is tanking perfectly, but one of the expos is on that king, and there's still a lot of defenses he has to get through. Yes, the king is punching hard, but I mean, that's going to be quite crazy. The mini warden is trying his best to support the king and the golem, of them having as many hit points as possible. The queen should get the eagle, no problem whatsoever. Okay, that invisibility was pretty smart, redirecting the king and hopefully getting the town hall.
And the king does secure the town hall here with the phoenix coming back to life. The queen helps remove the eagle artillery through ability. Oh, has to switch targets to the royal champion, as we've got an RC with hogs to the top side and a few hogs to the right side as the warden ability goes off, raging his way through, trying to take out the enemy queen with that headhunters. Does do that, now freezing the multi on the backside as he's continuing this push right on through.
Perfect uses of those freezes to make sure that those hogs are staying safe from those rage up multi-inferno towers. The perfect skeleton spell to distract the back end. And I mean, Carbon, this is not even close. This is a complete overkill from Klaus onto this base. 14-13. They had the percentage lead overall, but they're not getting the victory in the end. MS Esports just getting more stars than them. And this is, I mean, that was an incredible close match. But Navi are going to go into the 1-1 group teams with a 1 win and 1 loss.